In this video, I'm going to explain to you step by step everything you need in order to successfully apply and receive a Schengen visa. Sit back, relax, and enjoy this video. So first of all, what is a Schengen visa? A Schengen visa is an entry permit for non-EU nationals to gain permit into the European Economic Area, basically the Eurozone. It's called the Eurozone in some contexts. So basically, this visa is not for everyone. Of course, it is for people that are non-Europeans and also who come from countries who do not have some form of agreement with European Union for free movement. Being a Nigerian myself, I've come to the realization that I basically need a visa to visit most countries of the world. And this is something that I do with happiness, with joy, sometimes with sadness. However, it's something that I've done a lot of times, so I can creditably say that I'm somebody with a lot of experience in doing this very thing. I've visited the Schengen zone lots of times, and I've visited the Schengen countries lots and lots of times. So if there's anyone who has the experience to explain this, I am the one. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. So basically, you ask yourself, what is the relevance of this visa? It gives you access to, at the last count, 27 different countries. If you're someone like me that loves to travel, this is a no-brainer, right? Imagine getting a visa that lets you to travel to 27 different countries. That is just simply awesome. That's incredible. And guess what? You can actually apply in any of the 27 countries. So let's say, for instance, you apply to Germany. You cannot just, you can visit Germany as well as 26 other countries. The Schengen visa is based on the Schengen Agreement. That these countries came together to agree that, okay, we're going to have a common border, not just for the purposes of tourism, but also for economic purposes, just to make movement of goods and people and services easier within these countries. So when you're inside one of these countries, you can basically go into the others without any restrictions to movement or even search or anything. Nobody's going to trouble you, nobody's going to search you, nobody's going to disturb you. And trust me, guys, this is exactly the kind of visa that you want to get. Who needs a Schengen visa? I think I've talked about it earlier on who needs this visa. If you're not from a country, from the European Union, of course, and if you're not also from a country that has an agreement with the Schengen zone, you basically need this visa. There are different categories of this visa. You have the single entry, you have the multi-entry, and then you have airport transit visa. So basically, the single entry only allows you to go into the zone once. The multi-entry allows you to go in multiple times. Airport transit, is just basically if you're passing through an airport in one of these countries and you're from a country that does not have prior agreement of free movement, you need to get the airport transit. Let's say, for instance, you're coming from, I'm going to say Nigeria, and you're going to, let's say, Qatar, but you're using KLM or you're using Air France. If you're using Air France, for instance, meaning that you have to first get into, let's say, Paris before then going on to Qatar. Basically, you need the airport transit visa. So having this visa doesn't mean you just have to go in. The restriction is that you are not supposed to spend more than 30 days in one entry within a 90-day period. So that's basically what it is, right? It's something to take note of and be very, very cautious of. What do you need in order to get a Schengen visa? Of course, the application process, it normally takes around 15 days for you to get a response. and the visa fee, as at the last time I checked, is I think just under £90. It keeps increasing from time to time, and it was increased sometime last year, as at the last time I checked. Where do you apply for the Schengen visa? For you to apply for the visa, you need to, of course, apply to the embassy of any of the 27 member states, any of them. So you just have to choose the country, the first country that you're going into. You just have to choose the main place that you want to visit, and then you apply there, and within 15 days your visa comes back to you, and then boom, you're good to go. You need certain documents, about 7 to 8 documents. Out of these documents, you need every single one. Anyone that is missing might lead to unfortunate denial and refusal of the visa. One thing that you need, of course, you need the application form. You need to, of course, fill the application form, a valid application form, including a passport photograph. So the Schengen area have their own specifications for the passport that you need. Of course, it's something you need to read. And by the way, there's a link to the information that you need in the description below. So click on that link and get all the information that you need about this as well. Of course, these things are always reviewing these things and then updating them. So make sure that you have the up-to-date information on this, just so that you're sure of what you're doing. You need a valid passport, so your passport has to be valid within 3 months prior to when you're traveling and 3 months after your intended travel date. And then you need a medical insurance. So in the Schengen zone, for you to travel, medical insurance is 100% compulsory. You need a medical insurance that covers the entire period of your trip. And this insurance as well, there are places to get them. I'm also going to put it in the description below. You don't just go to any insurance company for this. They are designated insurance, and there are certain things that you need. The insurance, there are certain criteria as well that needs to be covered for you to be valid and relevant for this Schengen visa. You also need a letter from your workplace or from your school if you're a student. So basically, you need a letter that says this is when you started to work for us, and this is where you're going, and this is the period of your trip. These things must be stated on that letter for it to be valid. You also need the accommodation. So basically, where are you going to be staying in your trip? Let's say you're going to let's say Paris, France, for instance. Where will you be staying in Paris? You need a flight, you need a hotel booking for the entire period of your trip. You also need round trip travel tickets. So your flights, your bus, or your boat, whichever means you're using to travel, you need the round trip, basically to and fro of the entire trip. You also need 3 months pay slip, your 3 months pay slip, as well as 3 months bank statement. So basically the last 3 months to when you are applying, that's what you need. So guys, I mean, this visa is really important. It's not difficult at all to fill out the application or to gather the difficult part, I would say, is basically gathering the documents, because sometimes it takes a while to get people to sign off on things or to go somewhere to get information. But for me, because I've done it a lot of times, I've basically sort of gotten used to it. I've basically gotten used to it. And also, something very important that I must say as well, I must stress this. So basically, if you're not for Nigerians like myself, I know lots of Nigerians will be watching this video. You're a Nigerian living in the UK, for instance, right? So you need your BRP, your biometric residence permit. You need a copy of it, and you also need, in some instances, I'll say, your share code as well. Basically, you need to generate a share code for the embassy to see that you're validly living in the UK and there are no issues with you. These things are very, very important, just so that your application does not get rejected. Yeah, so guys, I mean, a link to most of the information is going to be down below. This brings us to the end of the video. Share the video please, and like and comment, and tell me if there's anything specifically that I left out or any information that you need on Schengen. In fact, I will tell you now, I am an expert when it comes to this because I've done it lots and lots of times. So I just wanted to share it with you guys. I don't know who might need them there. I don't know. Maybe you need the information. You need So comment below if there's anything I left out or any specific thing that you want answered. Just let me know, and I'm going to respond to it straight away. I think it's only appropriate that you go somewhere nice, maybe a beach side or countryside or something. Just go do some fun things in the heat as well of Europe, especially during the summer, because the UK is always cold. So it's always good to go out there during the summer to just go and enjoy some of that money that you're making. Thank you very much for watching the video today. Like, comment and share. Take care of yourself, and God bless.